Letter U is for upside down pineapple cupcakes. I got this recipe from my girl, Chef Millie Mill. I love her videos. I will leave the recipe below. Now, her recipe calls for 6 cupcakes, but I made 12. And if you're making any more, you can double it up or add however many you want. But because these were mini cupcakes, I just used basically her same recipe. So you're going to start off with some melted butter. And then you're going to add in some brown sugar, and I meant the same measurements. You want to start off with some melted butter, some brown sugar, and mix those up. That's going to be the base of your pineapple upside down cupcakes. It's basically the same as a pineapple upside down cake. You're literally just making mini cakes. That's all. And you only need about a tablespoon, I want to say, of that mixture at the bottom. You don't want to overfill it because remember, you're going to fill up your cupcake holders with all of the other ingredients. So let's get into it. You want to start off with a can of pineapple slices. You can use slices for this recipe. Drain off the juice. Now, my pineapples didn't fit because these were like mini cupcakes. So I did trim the sides. And do not worry. Trigger warning. Do not worry. Do not get upset. You can use the excess pineapples that you cut off for another recipe, or you could just eat it. I just ate it because it was good. And I basically just used some kitchen shears and trimmed off the sides of my pineapple so that way they can fit. And that was the excess. And y'all see me eating it. And it came out perfectly. Then I placed them on top of the brown sugar mixture. Then after that, you want to go in and add your cherries. Now, I did get these cherries from Walmart. You can just get whatever kind of cherries, y'all, without the stem, and add them into it. Now, for my brown sugar mixture, I still had a little bit left because this next step, you're going to use some softened butter and more brown sugar. But because I had a little bit of my mixture left, I just added 2 eggs into that. But you will see when I put the recipe below what I'm talking about. But I just used the brown sugar, butter, and then I added 6 tablespoons of the pineapple juice. That's why you want to set it to the side. And then I added in some vanilla extract as well. And mix that all together. Incorporate your egg. She said no yolk, none of that stuff. And then I went ahead and sifted my all-purpose flour. I added a pinch of salt, some baking powder, and then I used my little strainer to make sure there were no lumps, no clumps. I love doing that part, y'all. It makes it so much smoother. Like, I'm not a baker, but following recipes like that be super quick and easy, and I love doing that. So, yeah, and I love making stuff homemade from scratch. So this worked out perfectly. And y'all, it was smelling so good. Remember to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees so that way it could get all hot and good for these cupcakes that you're about to make. Anyway, make sure you go ahead and mix it together. Make sure there are no lumps, no clumps. Once that is fully incorporated, you just want to add that mixture on top of your pineapples, just like that. Don't overfill it. Try not to go like super to the top, but I kind of did. So, and she did in her video as well. So you can actually just add like a baking pan underneath because it did overflow. And you don't want all of that brown sugar and all of that sticky stuff to get in the bottom of your oven. I know I don't. And I did end up adding a bigger pan to it, y'all will see. And after about 30 minutes of them being in the oven, you want to let them cool. Take a toothpick. Make sure that you don't see any excess cake mixture or any wet mixture or your toothpick. Make sure it's fully dry. And then after they cool off, I just flipped mine over. Majority of them came out. 3 of them wanted to be a little stubborn, but we still got those out. And baby, when I tell you they came out so perfectly, look at that. Look how delicious those pineapple upside down cupcakes look. Like, what? You could use the same exact recipe, honestly, for the cake as well, but making cupcakes is so cute. It's so cute. And you can share them with as many family members, friends, whatever you want to. And baby, when I tell you these were delicious, letter U for pineapple upside down cupcakes.